The tree of secrets in the heart of the mistwood forest stood an ancient oak known as Elderleaf. Its trunk was wide enough to shelter a family, and its branches reached so high they seemed to brush the clouds. But what made Elderleaf truly special wasn't its size, it was its voice. Elderleaf could speak. Only a few in the nearby village knew of the talking tree. One of them was a curious girl named Mara, who had discovered Elderleaf by accident when she wandered into the forest chasing a butterfly. "Lost, are we?" a deep, rumbling voice had said. Startled, Mara turned to find no one around until the tree's massive trunk groaned as it bent slightly toward her. Over time, Mara returned to visit Elderleaf, drawn by its wisdom. The tree could recount the history of the forest, tell stories of travelers long gone, and even hum tunes carried on the wind. In return, Mara shared her own tales of the village, of her dreams to travel the world, and of her struggles being an orphan. One day, Mara arrived at the tree with tears in her eyes. "They want to cut down part of the forest," she said. "They say it's for farmland." Elderleaf's leaves rustled in thought. Humans often forget what they destroy, but perhaps we can remind them. Mara was confused. How? Elderleaf instructed her to gather the villagers at the forest's edge at sunset. When they arrived, curious and skeptical, Elderleaf began to speak. Its voice was like thunder rolling through the trees, mesmerizing everyone. The tree told stories of the forest's role in their lives, how its roots purified their water, its shade protected their crops, and its creatures kept the land fertile. The villagers stood in stunned silence, realizing the depth of the connection between the forest and their survival. "We had no idea," the village leader finally said, bowing to Elderleaf. "We will find another way." As the villagers left, Elderleaf's voice softened. "You have done well, Mara. Protect what matters, and the world will open its arms to you." From that day on, the villagers cherished the forest, and Mara grew into a wise protector of the land. Though Elderleaf eventually fell silent, its legacy lived on in the thriving trees and the stories Mara told for generations.